Let's keep it real, man. Figuring out if a woman is into you can feel like trying to crack a secret code. One moment, she's being polite, the next, she's sending mixed signals. But let's face it, when we like someone, we often ignore the signs, right? So today, I'm breaking down 7 clear signs she's just not that into you. If you notice one or more of these, it's time to stop chasing and start focusing on someone who actually values your time. No guessing, no games, just straight up clarity. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's dive in. Knowing these signs will save you from wasting your time. Point 1. She never initiates conversations. Let's break it down. If you're always the one to start the conversation and she never makes the effort to reach out to you first, that's a glaring sign she might not be that interested. Think about it. When you're excited about someone, you look for reasons to talk to them. Even the smallest gestures, like texting, "Hey, how's your day?" show genuine effort and interest. You don't wait for them to make the first move because you're excited to connect and share moments. Now, if you're always the one reaching out, always the one texting first, and she just goes along with it passively, that's not a good sign. Real interest isn't one-sided, it's a two-way street. If she really wanted to engage with you, she'd be reaching out, trying to get to know you better, and showing initiative. Instead, you're left doing all the work, carrying the conversation on your shoulders while she's just coasting along. And let's talk about the quality of her responses. If her replies are short, dry, and feel like you're pulling teeth just to keep things going, that's another huge red flag. A woman who's genuinely into you will naturally keep the conversation flowing. She'll ask you questions, share her thoughts, and actively participate in building the dialogue. If all you're getting are one-word answers, or even worse, hours or even days between replies, you're clearly not a priority in her life. Here's where it gets worse. If you notice that she's leaving you on read or replying with a sense of apathy, like she's doing you a favor by texting you back, that's the final nail in the coffin. A woman who's interested will not make you feel like you're chasing her every time you try to interact. Communication should feel easy, effortless, and enjoyable, not like you're constantly fighting for attention. At this point, it's time to be honest with yourself. If you're finding yourself in this pattern, doing all the work, feeling like you're forcing every interaction, don't waste any more of your time. You deserve better than someone who can't even make the bare minimum effort to keep a conversation going. Real connections are mutual, and if she's not willing to invest in the simplest form of communication, it's time to move on and focus on someone who will value your time and energy. Quick break. The course has been reopened. In 6 days, it will close. Few spots left. For those who cannot afford it, I created a one-to-one chat with me. Choose your package and let's solve the problem you have with your girl together. Don't wait around, thinking you have time. You don't. The girl you want, someone else will take her if you don't learn these secrets, and you will be stuck wondering what went wrong. This is your chance to level up and leave your old self behind. This is the last time you'll get it at this price. Next time, it will cost more. Time's running out. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Link in bio. Point 2. She's always too busy. Now let me be clear. We all have busy lives. Work, friends, family, hobbies. Life doesn't stop. But here's the reality. If a woman is genuinely interested in seeing you, she'll find a way to make time for you. Even if her schedule is packed, she'll at least take a moment to reschedule, prioritize, or carve out time for a meaningful connection. The truth is, if she's really into you, you won't be an afterthought. She'll make room for you. If you're constantly hearing the same excuse, "I'm so busy right now," or "maybe next week," but never see any actual effort to pin down a time that works for both of you, that's a polite way of saying, "You're just not a priority in my life." And while that might sting, it's the truth. But here's the thing, that's okay. Not everyone is going to be in the same place emotionally, and sometimes it just means that your paths aren't aligning. But what you can't do is waste your energy chasing someone who's not willing to make room for you in their life. So here's the key. Pay attention to the patterns. Notice how she behaves when it comes to making time for you. If she's always available for other things, hanging out with friends, posting on social media, going out to events, but when it comes to you, suddenly every time you suggest hanging out, she's got a packed schedule, that's not a coincidence, it's a sign. If she truly wanted to see you, if she was genuinely invested in building something with you, she would find a way to make it happen. The fact that she keeps deflecting suggests that she's just not putting you at the top of her list. Think about it this way. People prioritize the things and people that matter to them. If she's continuously brushing off plans with you, it's not a timing issue, it's a prioritization issue. You deserve someone who makes time for you, who actively seeks opportunities to spend time together. So don't waste your time clinging to someone who clearly isn't putting in the effort. Take the hint, focus on your own life, and invest your time into someone who is actually willing to invest in you. Point 3. She keeps the interaction super formal. Have you ever talked to a woman and felt like the conversation was just flat? No playfulness, no light teasing, no spark, just a dry back and forth that feels like you're emailing a coworker? If that's happening, then it's a huge red flag. Conversations with someone who's genuinely into you should feel effortless, natural, and exciting, not like you're stuck in a business meeting. When there's real interest, the dynamic is playful and engaging. A woman who's interested in you will joke around, maybe tease you in a fun way, and keep the energy high. She'll want to build a connection that goes beyond just being polite, but if every message feels stiff, like she's responding just to be courteous or ticking off a box, that's a sign that she's keeping things at a distance on purpose. Think about it. Chemistry should flow freely. You shouldn't feel like you're fighting for attention or trying to force a conversation. If she's only sending generic responses like, ha 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 ha, sounds good, or okay cool, chances are she's not emotionally invested in you or the conversation. Real, meaningful connections have a rhythm and a vibe. If she's not contributing to that energy, she's not engaged. If you're only getting the bare minimum, dry messages that lack warmth, excitement, or anything that feels real, then it's time to face the truth. She's not invested. Because here's the deal, real interest comes with depth, not just surface level politeness. It's not about playing it safe or being nice. It's about opening up and allowing a genuine connection to form. So if the conversation never moves past small talk, or you're always left wondering if she's even interested, the answer is simple: she's not. Point 4. She avoids being alone with you. This is one of the most telling signs that a woman might not be interested in you romantically. If she's completely comfortable with you in a group setting, laughing, chatting, and hanging out, but the moment you suggest spending time one-on-one, she suddenly finds an excuse to avoid it, that's a huge red flag. It's a clear indicator that she doesn't want to take things to a deeper level with you. Maybe she always brings a friend along when you ask to hang out, or she seems to conveniently dodge any chance to be alone with you. And let's be honest, women know exactly what they're doing when they act this way. It's a way of maintaining distance without outright rejecting you, keeping the situation comfortable, but not too personal. Here's the thing. If she's consistently cool with being in a group setting, but never seems to want to hang out with you privately, it's time to recognize the pattern. A woman who's genuinely interested will seek out those intimate moments where it's just the two of you. She'll want to spend quality time alone with you, even if it's just grabbing a coffee or taking a walk. If she's always deflecting those opportunities, that's your answer. She's simply not interested in you in that way. But don't just pay attention to her words, watch her body language too. The way someone holds themselves around you can speak volumes. When a woman is into you, she'll naturally find ways to get closer, both physically and emotionally. She'll lean in when she talks to you, find excuses to sit next to you, or even gently touch your arm or shoulder during a conversation. These are subtle yet powerful signs that she feels comfortable with you and is engaged in the moment. On the flip side, if she's keeping a noticeable distance, crossing her arms, leaning away from you, or avoiding eye contact, those are all signs that she's emotionally and physically creating space. This is her way of keeping things neutral, of ensuring that there's no chance for things to get too intimate. And let me tell you, neutral is not where you want to be. Point 5. She gives you sister energy. If you've ever found yourself in a situation where a woman talks to you like you're her brother, not a potential romantic interest, you know exactly what I mean by sister energy. She might throw around side hugs, call you buddy or bro, or even joke about how you're such a great friend. These are all signs that she's seeing you in a familial way, not as someone she's interested in romantically. And here's the thing, she's letting you down easy. It's her way of keeping things light and non-romantic while still showing you kindness. But deep down, she's not thinking about you the way you might be thinking about her. Let's be real for a second. Women usually know early on if they see you as more than a friend or not. When she starts treating you like family, rather than flirting with you or engaging on a deeper, more personal level, that's a clear sign she's drawing a line between friendship and something more. So if she's only treating you like a buddy or joking about how you're such a great friend, you need to accept the truth. You're in the friend zone. There's no magical moment where she's going to suddenly look at you and think, wow, I've been missing out on a romantic connection. That's not how it works. And here's the trap that so many guys fall into, thinking that if they just stick around long enough, eventually she'll start seeing them differently. Don't make that mistake. If she's giving you sister energy now, it's not going to magically flip into romantic attraction down the road. It doesn't matter how much time you put in or how much you try to change her mind. If she's not seeing you that way now, there's no reason to believe she'll see you differently later. The longer you stick around hoping for a shift, the more time you're wasting on someone who's not interested in you romantically. It's important to keep your self-respect intact and not let your feelings cloud your judgment. You deserve to be with someone who sees you as more than just a friend, who values your time and energy as much as you value theirs. Hanging around, hoping she'll change her mind, is only holding you back from finding someone who can truly match your energy. Move on. Respect yourself enough to seek out relationships where your feelings are reciprocated. Point 6. She's just not curious about you. Let's take a moment to reflect on a time when you were truly into someone. You probably couldn't help but want to know everything about them, their likes, dislikes, hobbies, how they spend their weekends, and even their opinion on the most random topics. Curiosity is a natural sign of attraction. When someone is interested in you, they will be genuinely invested in getting to know you on a deeper level. So, what happens when a woman never shows any curiosity about your life? That's a serious red flag. If she's only responding to your questions without ever asking about your day, your goals, or what makes you tick, it's a sign she's not interested in knowing the real you. A woman who's into you will want to understand you beyond the surface level. She'll ask you about your passions, your dreams, and the things that drive you. She'll be curious about the little details that make you you. If she isn't doing that, then it's clear. She's not investing in getting to know you because she doesn't feel the connection on a deeper level. Now, some might argue, well, maybe she's just shy or busy, and sure, those things might play a part. But the truth is, genuine attraction comes with genuine curiosity. When someone likes you, they won't just be going through the motions of answering and responding. They'll want to engage in a conversation that's meaningful. A lack of questions about your life means she's keeping things superficial, and that's something you have to recognize. So, if she's not asking about your goals, your dreams, or even the little things that matter to you, it's time to reassess. You deserve someone who's genuinely interested in who you are at your core. Point 7. She doesn't make an effort to look good for you? Okay, this one might sound a bit superficial at first, but hear me out. It's important to recognize when someone truly values the time they spend with you, and the woman who is interested in you will naturally want to look her best around you. Think about it. When we're excited about someone, we want to show them our best self, right? Whether it's dressing nicely, putting a little extra effort into our appearance, or simply doing things to feel confident and put together, it's a way of signaling that we care about the moment we're sharing with someone. Now, if she's constantly showing up disheveled, or if she seems like she doesn't care how she presents herself when you meet up, that could be a sign she's just not that invested. It's not about her looking perfect all the time, but it's about making an effort to present herself when she knows she'll be spending time with you. This effort speaks volumes about how much she values your connection and your time together. If she's not bothering to make herself look good or presentable, it could signal that she doesn't feel the need to impress you because she's simply not that into you. Now, let's be clear, it's not about being vain or overly focused on appearance. We're all human, and there are days when we feel low energy or simply don't care about our looks. But when this pattern becomes the norm, it speaks to a deeper issue. Women who are genuinely interested in you will want to feel confident around you and will make the effort to show that they value the moment spent together. If this isn't happening, it's possible that she's just not feeling the same level of attraction. And that's something you should recognize before you invest too much energy into someone who isn't meeting you halfway. So, there you have it, 7 clear signs she's just not interested. But here's the thing, don't get down on yourself or take it personally. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. The truth is, when you learn to recognize these signals early on, you save yourself a lot of time and emotional energy. Instead of investing in someone who isn't reciprocating your feelings, you can focus on finding someone who truly values you for who you are. Remember, the right woman will make an effort. She'll want to talk to you, spend time with you, and get to know you on a deeper level. If she's not doing these things, it's time to move on. Level up, focus on the people who appreciate what you bring to the table, and know that someone who truly cares about you is out there. If you found this helpful, don't forget to leave a comment. For more real talk on relationships, dating, and self-improvement, be sure to check back for future videos.